Well, Paula, that certainly did not disappoint. Let's start with the men's competition. A really dominant performance by Geoffrey Kamworor.
It was. He really went for it. I mean, the pacemaker was there to what, just before 23 minutes. And then after that, it was all Geoffrey working hard at the front, turning the screw, threw in that surge there, which he kind of almost started to pay for, and then managed to rally at the end and come away with what is his second fastest time ever, 13 years after he came here. He obviously loves coming to Ras Al Khaimah to race and raced really well, and I think it's looking very, very good for him going into London Marathon.
Is it just? I mean, we spoke to him and he said there were two objectives: to set a really quick time and to win. This is the kind of preparation that athletes like this need, and what is invariably the start of the year, a fast-flowing course, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think young athletes coming through can learn a lot from watching Geoffrey Kamworor and just how he conducts himself. I mean, he's pretty much the consummate professional over the half marathon distance, the world cross, now learning about that with the marathon. He came here with a perfect idea of how this race fit into his preparations for that marathon, what he needed to do. Went out and did all the work on his own, executed that, and can go back now into the next stint of training really on a high and knowing things are going in the right direction.
Let's turn our attentions to the women's. Not so clear-cut, an interesting competition there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lack of pacemaker on the women's side and the lack of experience within the field really told there, and that's why it came down to Magdalena Shuri to do a lot of that work. Jessica Chilamgat was helping her, so kind of two more experienced women at the front, and the debutants or the younger learning athletes were following behind, and in the end it was those two that came through. And I think Anley has a great future ahead of her. That's a debut and starting out in 67.20 odds. It's a really, really strong debut, and she showed she has a lot of potential as she builds up her strength going forward, and for Wudu behind as well, a big personal best. And I was glad to see Shuri just hang on after all that hard work that she put in, because that closing, not even 10 kilometres, almost like 7-8 kilometres, was very, very fast running there on the women's side.
And try to put into context how important this event has become in terms of the calendar.
I think it's really great to see this race growing in terms of the calendar. It's known as a race for elite runners to come and perform, but seeing the mass side grow, I think, is really important as well. Every year we come back here, it's sold out. There are more and more people signing up. I was chatting to people coming to pick up their numbers from the expo yesterday, and they've kind of gone up the ranks. So they've started out with the shorter race, then gone to the 10K, and then gone up to the half marathon. And it's just great to see the whole community growing as much as the island is fast developing and being a really great place to stay, and starting to kind of rival the development that we've seen in Dubai. We're seeing the running community grow here as well, which is brilliant.